In this new year, develop personal awareness. Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Becoming More Against All Odds with me, Miebaka Nemieboka. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you for joining us. I value your time. Becoming More, as we all know, is a channel that inspires women to become all that they dream to be. And we're here to tell you stories of women that have become more because, of what they have done, putting one foot in front of the other to achieve whatever they have achieved. So today we're going to be talking to you about something that is very exciting, something that I really, really hope that you can call your friends, to come and listen to, share with them, and subscribe, like this channel, because we really want you here. Today we're going to be talking about the choices we make and the consequences of these choices. And we know when we talk about choice, we're talking about the fact that you have to select from available options. If you go to the restaurant, for instance, and they give you a menu, you have a set of meals, different meals to choose from. That is what it is about. That's what life is all about. Every day, life presents choices to us. And whatever we decide to choose, you're free to choose, but it has a consequence, good or bad. And sometimes these consequences are unpitying. They don't pity you. You must reap, like people say, you must reap what you sow. That is how choices are. And I pray that by the time we go through this episode, we'll be able to know how we can effectively choose, making choices that help us, even in the new year that we're going into. So these are some areas we want to consider to choose from. The first area I want to talk about is in our relationships, choosing good relationships. Now, I want us to categorize our relationships, put them into different categories like romantic relationships, friend zoning, some people, and then like business partner relationships, relationships with our family members, and so on. You have to put them in categories. Now, when you put this in categories, it helps you because it gives you it gives boundaries, it gives you limits. You know where to go to, what not to overdo. For instance, in romantic relationship, we find out that the narrative, the conversation has changed in this generation. When we were younger, I've been married since 1989, so you can imagine. When we were younger and we were about to choose our spouses, we had different mindsets. But these days, young women may want to, or men, choose for some other reasons. And recently I started watching a show, Pop the Balloon show, the Hunt Game show by Nonce Mirage. And I like the show because I find the Nonce Mirage, trying to bring together young people to find love partners. But the kind of body shaming and unkindness is so bad. And then people are making their choices because this person has maybe a pair of shoes that you like, that is expensive. He drives a very good car. He lives in a mansion. Then you take that person as your marriage partner. But these are not the things that will matter. Because as you marry, I'm telling you from my experience, after marriage, all these things will not count anymore. What keeps a marriage is commitment and love. Character traits like kindness, compassion, empathy, generosity, gentleness. These are the things that will keep a marriage. It's not your, what they call it, G-Wagon, your gold, your silver, your expensive watches. The other day somebody came on that show and was telling people, I bought this, my watch. Do you know how much my watch is? $64,000. These are the things that will not matter in a relationship, in a love relationship. If you love somebody, you will care for the person. You will mind the feelings of the person. So these are very important traits, character traits to look out for. If you want to have a business partner, then you look for somebody that has integrity, somebody that has prudence. It's not somebody that spends anyhow, so that your business will thrive. Somebody that you can vouch for, that he has he has the fear of God. Otherwise, you can embezzle your money, you run away with it, and the person has business acumen. The person can carry on the business very well. Another aspect I want to talk about for us to make choices is in the health and wellness area. Now, for us to choose wisely in that area, we need to know that prevention is better than cure. We need to submit ourselves to regular medical checkups. We need to maintain a healthy weight. We need to exercise. Now, I want to talk a little bit about exercise here, because a 2024 research from Cleveland Clinic recently talked about a very important thing, how the hippocampus in the brain. Hippocampus is a part of the brain that enhances memory, learning, and it prevents dementia. It talks about how exercises enhance this part of the brain. And when you talk about exercise, it's not talking about every kind of exercise. It's not talking about the frequency or intensity. It's talking about aerobic exercises, the type that you do on a treadmill or the type that you do while walking. And it is recommended that you walk at least 120 minutes moderately in the week, or 75 minutes, rigorously in the week. So you can share these minutes, across the week, and then you find out that you're going to enhance the activity of the hippocampus, which we all need, even if you're a student learning right now, or you're an older person like myself. You need to enhance the hippocampus, so that you will have your memory is rejuvenated. You can remember. And then part of the hippocampus, is for navigation. Some people find it very difficult to notice or to go back to routes that they had been to, because their hippocampus is compromised. But if you have good activity there, it's like the inbuilt GPS. So it enhances your navigation. It makes you to, know places. And it also helps with the emotions. Like if, for instance, you saw a dog while walking and the dog was aggressive, it registers in the hippocampus. So the next time you see a dog, you already think that this dog is going to be aggressive. But if you saw a dog that licked your hands, and was friendly, wagging his tails, by the time you see another dog, the memory of that experience will come out, and then and that is what this hippocampus does. So this research talks about the fact that if we exercise aerobic exercises for those minutes that I've mentioned, you're going to enhance the activity of your hippocampus. Personal growth is the next area of choice I want us to look at. We need to, in this coming year, make sure that we grow personally. And that will involve having personal awareness. You have to practice mindfulness. You have to know the things, your value systems, the things that make you happy, the things that are unique to you. That is personal. It involves personal awareness. So personal awareness also involves time management. And I want to talk a little about time management here. Recently, when one of my brothers-in-law visited, and he was saying, Nigerians, we don't leave early to programs. And so when we leave, we're late and then we rush. So the kind of driving that we experience on the road, everybody is in a rush to get to their destination. And that is a very bad thing. In this new year, develop personal awareness, personal growth. Grow in this area of prioritizing your time, your events, whatever you need to do. Give it priority. If you're supposed to be at an event for 4 o'clock, leave the house at 3, depending on the distance. I know that we talk about African man time, but for you to have personal growth, you have to know that you need to manage your time. And I want to tell us a story in this personal prioritizing time thing, managing your time well. You know, some time ago, a friend of mine went for a program in Owerri, in Nigeria, and was coming back to Port Harcourt. And because he was late for the program, you know, he overshot his speed limits, and at a bend, his car crashed, and he died on the spot. This guy was a medical doctor, you know. So we need to prioritize time. Time management is very important. That we don't waste waste time at home doing other things when we are supposed to be at an event. Make sure you leave on time for your events, and that way you will save yourself from accidents and other things. Under personal growth, I want to say that we need to have self-compassion. What do I mean? Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. When you make mistakes, forgive yourself and move on. Don't hold on to the fact that you disappointed yourself. And, you know, just forgive yourself and move on. Have compassion for yourself. In that way, you're growing, you know, personally. To conclude, I want to tell us some strategies that we can have to make, you know, good choices in this coming year. First of all, I want us to evaluate whatever, you know, thing you want to do. Take your time, slow down, don't be in a hurry. Write down the things that make sense to you, prioritize them, and then tick the ones that you have peace with. You know, peace is the test that you're going to, that whatever you have decided to do is right for you. And don't copy other people. Don't copy other people. Work within your means to make those choices. And the choices you're making must be things that, you know, enrich yourself, enrich other people. Don't do anything that will bring danger, that will endanger other people and yourself. Also talk to trusted friends, you know, talk to professionals as well as trusted friends. People that you know that will give you right advice, not people that don't know what they are doing. When you do that, you'll be able to make informed decisions that will not have detrimental consequences, that will not put you in trouble. We have talked on so many things. If you have a question, please feel free to reach out to us. You can send us a DM. I thank the subscribers that have been reaching us, leaving comments on our channel. God bless you. I appreciate you all. So please subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. And until the next time, God bless you. Have a wonderful end of year and Happy New Year. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.